Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how to integrate MDT 8450 with the SCCM 1810. The last video I went over how to upgrade your 80K to support the newer SCCM 1810 update, which I've already done. So the prerequisites for the MDT is already there and installed. So now I just want to upgrade my MDT to the latest version. Right now my version that I have on the primary site server is the old version. So now I want to upgrade it. So I've already downloaded the 8450, and as you can see on my primary site server, I have the old version. So I don't need to uninstall it. When I install the new version, it should already upgrade this this version with the newest. So I've already downloaded the 8450. So I'm going to go to my downloads, and here's the 8450. So I'm going to go ahead and just uninstall it. So it's going to detect the previous version that's there, and it's going to uninstall over the existing version. So once that's done, now the first thing you'll want to do is launch the workbench. And we're going to open the deployment share. We're going to browse to it. And we're going to upgrade the content of the existing deployment share. There we go. So now it's in the process of upgrading the to the 8450. Okay, finished. And okay, so now that I've got the deployment share, now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and update the deployment share. And you want to go ahead and optimize the boot image updating process, or you can completely regenerate. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to completely regenerate boot images. And next. Now this will take a little bit of time. So once this is completed, then you'll have an upgraded deployment share and MDT. And then after this is done, then I'm going to go ahead and integrate that with SCCM. So let's take a couple minutes here, and I'll be right back. The components, so you have the latest and greatest. So with that, I'll be right back. Okay, so now it's complete. So first thing we'll do is we can close out of here. Now that that's done, so I'm going to go ahead and launch the System Center console so you can see before and after we integrate, so that you know where to go look to confirm that the integration was successful. So you go to Software Library, you go to Operating Systems, and you can see boot images. So you can see I can add a boot image right now, but that's the OSD. You can see there's no MDT here. So we'll go ahead and close this out. Now I'm going to go ahead and so right here, configure integration. So I'm going to go ahead and click this pin to my start. So we're going to double click on this. So right now, because I don't have it integrated, it's going to ask me to install. Now let's say I already have it installed and I want to remove it and I don't want to have that integrated anymore. That's fine. Some companies prefer not to integrate MDT, and MDT is probably and then others, because you have more flexibility with some of the other features you can use, so you have the best of both worlds, the OSD plus you have the MDT integration. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So just go next and finish. It literally takes like a couple seconds. It doesn't really take that much. And then once you launch the console, what you'll see is that MDT piece. So the one thing that will add, if you go to Software Library, Operating System, Boot Images, you'll see now you can create a boot image using MDT, or you can do OSD. Now, if you create using OSD, you cannot use an MDT task sequence. You cannot interchange them. So if you have a boot image, you're going to need to use the regular task sequence for the OSD. If you have a MDT boot image, you're going to have to use the MDT task sequence. You can't interchange them. So just keep that in mind when you integrate MDT with SCCM. And this gives me an ability to either use the OSD option. Now when you use MDT, you have a lot more options, a lot more features. So like, let's say if I create a task sequence, you can see there's a lot more things that I can do within here. As you can see, like here. Now if I do, I'm going to cancel that. Now I'm going to just create a standard. Now there's not as many options here to kind of choose from. So with the MDT, it allows you to do a lot more customization than with OSD, but you can still do customization. It's more scripted, it's using XML file, doing different things. So it just really depends on your goal and what you're trying to do. Will determine whether you want to integrate MDT or not. But it's still there to integrate. And once you integrate this, then you're going to want to replicate your boot images to your distribution point, your MDT boot image, as well as your regular boot image. That way, depending on which one you are deploying, you'll have them already replicated. So that's the first thing I would do at this point. Once you've done that, you're now ready to start creating images and stuff like that, which we're going to talk about in our next video. Again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And next time we're gonna go over how to, and this version of the MDT will support up to Windows 1803. So and Windows 2016, 2012, what have you. So we have it doesn't. So with that being said, there's just a lot of stuff that we can do. And so with that, I'm going to, let me know if you have any comments or questions down below in terms of the MDT integration. And next week, we're going to talk about Windows 10, the different options for Windows 10 deployments, and go from there. Again, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Remember, subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye.